Moving from outer chaos to inner balance, a 28-day immersion. Time really flies, and we have completed 3 weeks very quickly. Week 1, we looked at making sense of our own inner chaos and inner strength, and to find ways to shift ourselves out of the sympathetic nervous system mode. Week 2 was about moving towards our own inner balance, tips, techniques, points of reflection to shift ourselves into a happy frame and a sense of balance within us. Week 3, from this sense of balance, we started looking at reaching out to the bigger circle around us. Week 3 was micro to macro. So this is an overview of what we did in week 3. Day 15, be steady. When we reach out to the outer world, if we do this from a space of being steady ourselves, then it has a much better impact. When we are not steady and we reach out to help somebody else, they may lose their balance, we may lose our balance, or both of us may lose our balance. So being steady is a very important starting point of reaching out to the outer world. Day 16 was kindness challenge. So now we are steady and we are reaching out with kind actions. And kindness is contagious. So we started this kindness challenge, a 7-day kindness challenge, 7 days of doing unique actions that would reach out to the outer world. Unique actions every day, at least one of those days to do an action that stretches us out of our comfort zone. The third point was at least one of those must be anonymous. And the last one was we are worthy of our own kindness, so let's be kind to ourselves as well. Day 17, we looked at the power of words and how words are healing and impact our autonomic nervous system. We looked at 2 different studies, one done by Masaru Emoto in Japan and another done in Kansas City in one of the hospitals. And we found how words have an power to impact the water in the case of Japan and people's responses and recovery times in the Kansas City. Day 18, we looked at a topic called emotional footprint. This is a phrase that I have put together to understand that when we go through life and we have certain emotions which are not acknowledged or released, then that leaves a footprint in our consciousness and impacts whatever we are exposed to or whatever we do later on. One way of contributing to this field around us is to work on ourselves and find ways to shift this emotional debris and clear it out, release it out, so that when we contribute to the outer field, we are contributing peace and love. And that outer field then in return impacts us. So it is a feed forward and then a feedback loop coming back to us. Day 19, we looked at emotional footprint again, but in this case, we looked at how we can directly contribute to the field around us. First, with intention. Intention is magical and brings to us the tools and the opportunities, especially if that intention is for something beyond us, for something that's going to benefit the bigger world around us. The second way is whatever we focus on, whatever we put our energy on, that expands. So when we start looking for the people who are contributing positively in this world right now, that expands. Fred Rogers talked about looking for the helpers. And one way we can make that positive thing grow is to look for the helpers, acknowledge their action, and then support them with words, with resources, and joining in whichever way we can. That was day 19. Day 20, we took a moment to zoom out from our human existence, and to rejoice in the fact that with human interference at a very really low level right now, all of nature is healing itself, all of nature is renewing and rejuvenating herself. So let's take this moment to rejoice at the fact that nature is healing. Day 21, the theme was blessings. Every country, every culture has a history and tradition of seeking and receiving blessings. We also looked at an ancient Sanskrit prayer, a blessing for all of humanity and all universe. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Literally meaning, may all the universes, may this multiverse in all its entirety be filled with a happy space, a good space. And that has been literally translated as, may all the beings in all the worlds be happy. When we talk of a happy space, it is referring not just to living beings, but also all of nature, all of creation. So, that in a nutshell was week 3, micro to macro. Week 4, we shall look at marching forward, moving forward. What are we going to do? So I'll leave you with this overview and see you on day 22, week 4 soon. Thank you for joining me on this 28-day immersion. This is Nirmala Shekhar signing off. Bye-bye. Namaste.